being able to play with Pudge, he's a good friend still. I talk to him, I see him in South Florida quite often, and talk about a force behind the plate that changes the game. Pudge behind the plate changed the game. Like, nobody even tried to steal a base in the playoffs because he was so effective behind the plate. And that gives our pitchers confidence, right? They don't have to worry about base stealers because we got Pudge back there, and he was fantastic. Oh yeah, we had a good staff, very good staff, but Pudge behind the plate shut down the running game, like totally shut down the running game. So it was so fun playing with him. We got to celebrate a World Series championship together, and then he went on to Detroit after that. But great man, great human being.
Back then, those days, I remember. I know so many fans know that big play with Pudge with a ball high in the air. Do you remember that?
Of course I remember that play. As it was developing, I didn't know if I was going to be able to get him at the plate. As soon as the ball left my hand, I saw where the runner was, and I knew there was going to be a collision. So I'm just telling myself, hold on, Pudge, hold on, Pudge, hold on. And sure enough, collision, and he holds that ball up like this. Arthur Bina tackles him, and
you was part of that play.
I made the throw, so it was craziness after that because that ended the series.
I love the Molinas. They're some of my favorite people in the game. So I started off in Anaheim. So I played with both Benji and Jose in Anaheim, and we won the World Series in 2002 together and stuff. And then in 2004, I remember in the clubhouse, there was another Molina, Yadier, who was making his major league debut with St. Louis. We were watching him, and I can remember both of them telling me that Yadier was a blend of both, because Benji was more known as a hitter and Jose was more known as the catcher, and they said Yadier had both. So then in 05, I went to St. Louis and I got to see it firsthand. Yeah, and Yadier was flat out amazing. And I think just the leadership he brought to the club, I think that's one of the things, if you see since he's left, the Cardinals have not been the same, because he kind of held that club together. And, I've just been so blessed that those three men were part of my life. If anyone had the opportunity to play with Yadier, no one cared about the game more than he did. He took, I remember coming in, and if we had lost the game, he would always blame himself, like, oh, bad pitch selection, this, and it wasn't his fault. But that was the type of ownership that he took. It was never just, oh, the pitcher's fault. It was on him, and he took that, and that's why the pitchers loved throwing to him, and why his teams always won. Because when you have a catcher who's your leader, you have a good chance to be very good, and that's why the Cardinals were good for so long.
Last one, Hall of Fame. How you feel?
First ballot. First ballot Hall of Famer, hands down, first ballot Hall of Famer.
With all the things that says from the people that vote him, do you think he's
if he's not, then there's something we need to change our system. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.